Hello, good day everyone. I hope you find this video well. So today we're going to answer with regards to the discussions about the theories and principles of second language acquisition. So number one shows here what is the development or the history of contrastive and error analysis. So these roots of contrastive analysis can be traced back to the work of linguistics such as Charles Price and Robert Lado in the 1940s and 1950s. Price introduced the notion of structural linguistics and advocated for the comparison of language structure to facilitate language teaching, while Robert Lado's influential book Linguistic Across Cultures from 1957 popularized the concept of contrastive analysis in applied linguistics and language teaching. Lado argued that identifying structural differences and similarities between learners' native language or L1 and the target language, or as we all know, L2, could predict areas of difficulty in L2 learning. So also, the seminal work of Pete Corder, particularly his book The Significance of Learners, laid the foundation of error analysis. Corder proposed that errors made by language learners were not random mistakes but rather systematic evidence for developing interlanguage system. We have how errors were committed and what is its relation towards second language acquisition. Transfer, I have considered as one key factors influencing error in production in second language acquisition, which refers to the influence of learners' native language on their acquisition or the target language. Transfer can be either positive or negative, may occur at various linguistic levels. For example, learners may transfer grammatical structures, vocabulary, pronunciation, patterns, or pragmatic conventions from their native language or to the target language, leading to errors that reflects cross-linguistic influence. Also, among the most difficult are structure, where there is a partial overlap but not equivalence in form, meaning, and or distribution, and this is most likely to cause interference. Types of interference given on the textbook or the module, Spanish and English. Same form and meaning, different distribution. That is the number one, structure. Same meaning, different form. Second, same meaning, different form and distribution. And we have here different form, partial overlap in meaning, and similar form but have different meaning. Third is about the versions of contrastive analysis hypothesis and what are their criticisms. We have here the first one, weak version. This critic argues that this version oversimplifies the complexities of language learning and fails to account other factors that influence the L2 acquisition, such as the learner motivation, age, exposure to input, and instructional method. We also have strong version of this argues that it is too deterministic and reductionist, neglecting the role of internal factors. We have here error analysis version. These critics argue that it may overlook the complexity of errors and their underlying causes. Errors in L2 are often influenced by multiple factors, including L1 transfer. And we have here the last one, revised version. This critic argued that even revised version may still overemphasize the role of L1 influence and neglect other factors. And here we will be talking about the differences on contrastive and error analysis in relation to second language. The first one, we have the focus. Contrastive focuses on comparing linguistic structures and learning native language, while error analysis focuses on analyzing errors made by language learners in the target language. Second, we have the purpose. Contrastive focus on the purpose of anticipating potential and difficulties in L2 learning by identifying structural differences between L1 and L2. While error, primary purpose is to diagnose and understand errors made by language learners in the target language. We have here third one, scope. Contrastive focuses on identifying broad linguistic contrast between L1 and L2, predicting potential difficulties for learners based on this contrast. Error focuses analyzing specific instances of learner errors in the target language and understanding the factor contributing to their occurrence. And we have interlanguage theory proposed by Larry Salenker in the 1970s. It is a prominent framework in the field of second language acquisition that seeks to explain how learners develop language proficiency in a second or foreign language. This also challenges the notion that language learning involves a straightforward transition from the native language to the target language, which is L2 or L1 to L2. Instead, it suggests that learners construct an intermediate linguistic system that known as interlanguage as they progress towards L2 proficiency.